What's up, rockers? Are you ready for today's video? Well, I'm Shinchi42. If you guys don't know yet, I'm one of the sponsored content creators here in Rise of Kingdoms. And just today, I opened up my door in the house and I saw a package. And with that package, I was surprised what I was going to get. We actually just received a book in here, Rise of Kingdoms. Together We Rise, written by the governors of Rise of Kingdoms. This is the book. And we have a letter in here. I want to share this to you guys, and I'm going to read some of the stories in here as well. It says here, what an amazing birthday that was. This is from the anniversary from Rise of Kingdoms. We're looking forward to spend more splendid days together on our journey of Rise of Kingdoms. After all, such as in-game, we wouldn't have been able to get this far without the support from the governors all around the world. Thank you for being a part of our birthday. I want to say, being a part of the Rise of Kingdoms sponsored content creator program, it's been really a pleasure because it's a wonderful opportunity that not a lot of people would be able to have. And it's just an amazing thing to happen to somebody. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I am truly grateful for Lilith Games, and not just to them, but for the entire community. For me, I have worked a lot and worked hard on creating funny videos, funny skit, and as well as educational videos as well to help players for Rise of Kingdoms. The community that we have can be a little bit harsh sometimes, but at the end of the day, we should always be supporting each other because this is a game that we love and play, and we're gonna be supporting. So here is the graphics of this one. Look at this first page in here. And as you can see, we're gonna open this up. It's much bigger. I think this one was already on like Facebook or Instagram or something like that. Looks pretty dope. All right, and we've got a lot of the commanders in here as well. As you can see, this is Leonidas, Richard, and there's stories in here. We're gonna just pick some random stuff to read. And Richard again, and so on and so forth. Here's Edward of Woodstock. Isn't that dope? Wow, this is a nice collection to have. I didn't even know that they were sending us in here this book. And yeah, guess who's this? Lancelot. And I wonder if I would see, oh, here we go. One of the most favorite Rise of Kingdoms commander in here, YSG. Let's read something from here. Here's the first story from 108-26868. If this is you, comment in the comment section below. Once upon a time, one girl, Lalo Calissima, was nominated R4, integrated with the council and the building team in order to prepare for the KVK2. All discussions were in English, but Lalo Calissima doesn't speak English, only French. She was advised to contact Winnie the Noob, a French player, who will help her understand the build plan and how to implement it. This news scared Lalo Calissima indeed. Winnie the Noob is a well-known famous player in the kingdom because of his power, but he was also known to have an explosive and impulsive character. Arming herself with the courage, Lalo Calissima started to speak with Winnie the Noob. Anybody know who Winnie the Noob is? Let me know in the comment section below. And what kingdom is this? Discussion become daily. Build plans, tactics, commanders, and also their real lives. They become real friends, and after some time, they were both curious to meet each other. Oh, wow, that's juicy. Even if France is a small country, 600 kilometers were standing between them. It's not easy to meet a stranger so far away. But Lalo Calissima had an idea. Both will go halfway and meet at Dijon. Okay, so Dijon, huh? One weekend, oh, this is getting juicy. Oh my God, one weekend has been chosen. But unfortunately, Eve of Crusade has started. Oh man, Rise of Kingdoms is getting into people's love life, huh? I see. Martyrs were there. Never mind. This time they will chase them together for real. That weekend was absolutely wonderful. And their friendship turned into love. Wow, this is insane. They decided to meet regularly, but it was becoming more and more difficult to leave each other. Wow, this is actually a love story. Oh my God. But it was written that 2020 would be a very special year. Lalo Calissima and Winnie the Noob will have to stay away from each other for an indefinite time. It was something impossible to imagine, so Winnie the Noob took his car, his most loyal friends, his cat called Toulouse and Minette, and traveled 600 kilometers to come and live with Lalo Calissima. Oh my god! This is making Shin's heart melt. Wow, this is making Shin's heart melt so much. She was delighted with this decision, caused her heart not to be bare for her to be brave warrior to leave. And so it is today, our two RoK players are living together and are still playing together. They're enjoying every day, and each day, Lalo Calissima thanks RoK for putting Winnie the Noob on her way. Wow! My god! You know what? I have heard stories about people dating in Rise of Kingdoms, online dating in there. It's crazy. It's nice to find your soulmate in a video game, honestly, because it's something that you two both enjoy. And this is what I love with Rise of Kingdoms, because even for me, I have met so many amazing players and given me the opportunity to have talked to so many players on YouTube. Imagine that, guys. And for majority of the players who have reached out to me, I've contacted you guys. I have reached out and replied back, and honestly, we've had a lot of Rise of Kingdoms players to become my friend, and it given me an opportunity to branch out as well. And just hearing the story, so if you haven't found your love yet, maybe you just haven't met her yet or met him yet in Rise of Kingdoms. Wow, that was amazing. I'm glad that I landed in this page. So if you guys know who Lalo Calissima is and Winnie the Noob, let them know that we have their story in here. That's amazing. This is from Osiris, active in Kingdom 1841. So anybody from 1841 here, tag your friends because here's the story. Here's what happened in our Ark of Osiris for this Together We Rise campaign. First of all, we have an international alliance with many players from all around the world, and that makes communication quite difficult, particularly when it comes to explaining how Ark of Osiris work in a way where players can understand good strategy, which is one of our biggest issue we have. Looking at Ark of Osiris in particular, our first problem was how do we effectively explain who should move their city to the obelisk first and where everyone should go and achieve maximum potential. We tried assigning people to the obelisk through simple text explanations sent over in-game mail with limited success. We are quite nervous when escorting the Ark and just transferred all over the place, limiting our room to move, and as time passed, that locked us into the obelisk area. I tried explaining several solutions to people without success until I finally figured out what we could all understand. We took screenshots of the actual map and I drew over and assigned a location in a sequence to each player. First, we used the drawing to give everyone a city movement sequence for each person's relatively importance to the obelisk and determine the number of people at each obelisk in a sequence from 1 to 15 before each battle started, plus location information. Very different strategy from our strategy as well, but this is what's nice about Rise of Kingdoms is that we have all these different approaches on teaching. Amazing. And if you guys want to see more videos about any guides in Rise of Kingdoms, our channel, we have a lot of guides and helpful, and we've helped so many players start from Rise of Kingdoms and have become successful now. It is very difficult that the chaotic city movement everywhere at the beginning and made a huge difference. The order and the position in our diagram didn't mirror the game perfectly, I see. But at least it helped everyone understand what worked best in spite of all kind of language barrier. And the fact that it was the first Ark of Osiris for many of our alliances, we expanded the method of illustration to present our clear, broad-based strategy for Rise of Kingdoms. We expanded of this method of illustration to present a very clear, broad-based strategy of Ark of Osiris. Here's a really nice message in here. You meet players from all over the world and speak in different language in Rise of Kingdoms, which is why misunderstandings are so easy. And I feel like sometimes that kind of happens to me too with YouTube. I feel like sometimes people like misunderstood my intent and my communication. But it is so true. We're all over the world. Our, most viewers are from United States. The second is from Indonesia. Third is the Philippines. And then we have, I think, Germany somewhere there, Malaysia, Singapore, right? And also UK. Can't forget about the Brits. And yeah, so it says here, we found this method of illustration much more effective for strategy-intensive battles than everyone using English. I'm curious, how do other alliances like ours, with members from different countries, communicate with strategy with one another? So my suggestion is actually just using simple words that are easily be able to translate. That's one of the key things to success with communication. But definitely, picture paints 1,000 words, right? And you know what's nice is that this is actually the picture that they have. So let's do a closer look. So that's quite very interesting. I like how clear the result is. All right, so here's a player from Japan, ID 51768242. RoK brings me something happy because I've made a lot of kind and considerate friends who I can just relax and chat with, although I am not a particular sociable person. We can go fighting barbarians, exploring the map, something sad leaving my buddy's migration. One last thing, I want to thank the developer for bringing us an excellent game in Rise of Kingdoms. It has been a real joy, and I look forward to RoK becoming better and better as the years go on. You can do it. Happy 2nd anniversary. Wow, that is so true. Particularly, I'm a little bit more introverted actually, and it's nice that playing this game and opened up a lot of the doors. Like I said, I have met a lot of players, chat with them. It's just a wonderful thing that Rise of Kingdoms have done for every player in here. Now, if you guys have some friends, tag them into the video, share this video, and tell them that you appreciate them. All right, here's another story. So this one, we're gonna be looking into like Charles Martel here. All right. Hello, here's my story. I started this game a little over a year. I should specify that I have not been interested in mobile games prior to this, but Rise of Kingdoms changed things. Guys, if you guys have some stories and how you basically started in Rise of Kingdoms, I'd like for you guys to comment it here right now and tell us the story of your game and how you started, and how long have you been playing, and what do you think of it so far? Have you been enjoying it? Have you made a lot of friends? Even love? Have you? The game is great, but most of all, I love the community aspect, which allows us to form a true group of friends with very strong clan spirit. We have migrated 3 times, and yet we are still together, around 50 of us. Wow, 50 of you guys. Support each other both in-game and during hard times, and wish everyone happy festival days, religious and otherwise. Because we're a multicultural international group, we have lost friends, but we have gained new ones every day. We have thousands of epic stories, both happy and sad, that would take ages to tell. And we met thanks to you. Thank you, RoK, dedicated to my FU family. Wow, who are the FU family? This is from ID 2679246. Wow, it's an amazing stories what this book has. It's the lives of the player of Rise of Kingdoms. What I like about Rise of Kingdoms is that the developers, the community managers, they really care about the player base. And I have never been so involved in a video game like this. This is not just a video game to us. For most of us, it's already like family. I just want to say that for what I do here as a content creator, whether you support me or not, what I do here is to bring content to the community, for us to enjoy the game, learn, have fun, have some laughter. I like what I do, I enjoy what I do, and I hope I get to keep doing what I do. Regardless of your opinion, maybe negative or positive about me, I cannot sway everybody, but this is my story of Rise of Kingdoms. I first started Rise of Kingdoms 2 years ago. One of the very first content creators to create Rise of Kingdoms guides and contents. One of the first person to be a sponsored content creator in Rise of Kingdoms that is still remaining as a sponsored content creator. But for me, how I started really in Rise of Kingdoms was in K14 by myself. And I went to K25 and joined a Filipino alliance with my friend from high school. And then I actually left K25 and I really begin my journey in Rise of Kingdoms in K41. I led the alliance, the Immortal Kings. If you guys remember the video of the K41 where I was there when we got betrayed, it was the very first video in Rise of Kingdoms that shows betrayal. Is what we have shown the reality in Rise of Kingdoms, because back in the day, people only just see the goodies. And when that stuff happened, I made sure that we captured that moment, shared the reality of the game in Rise of Kingdoms. Rise of Kingdoms is a roller coaster of emotion, if I'm gonna be honest with you. I led K41, the Alliance, the Immortal Kings, with my brother, with my cousin and cousin-in-law. It was a wonderful alliance. The most fun I have ever had. I, surprisingly, was a Cavs gang that time. And as we got betrayed, we created an account, a Jumper account, which is the account that we have now, which is in 1253. Which we also got defeated. Not everything is a success. We got defeated because of betrayals as well, which is kind of funny. And we migrated into 228. What a wonderful kingdom. Great people there. And with our friends from 1253, our officers migrated with us. And now we actually have migrated to 1382. And maybe in the future, there will be another journey. Not so sure yet. But I am not always the Archer gang. Oh, that kind of hurts. I don't know why I keep doing that. I don't think I'm a real Archer gang because I just keep hurting myself with the bow. But I wasn't always the Archer gang. Initially, I was very upset. For those who remembers, I was so upset that I did not get, who do you guys think? I did not get Richard the First. I was so upset. But you know what? Looking back, I don't regret it. I love being an Archer gang, and I love that people come to our content to see some Archer videos. And with the new Archer Commanders coming out, I'm sure everyone's gonna be waiting for that to be published from our channel and see the dominance of the Archer gang in Rise of Kingdoms. My story has a lot of ups and downs. We've made a lot of good friends. I've met people, as you have seen in our videos, we met real life friends in Rise of Kingdoms. I hope to continue the journey with meeting more people and making a lot of friends, and I hope you become one of my friends. I think I'm a guy that most people kind of misinterpret in here. I love making friends and I love talking to every single one of you guys, and I'm as just friendly as you are. And you know, I hope one day I'll have the opportunity to actually meet some of you guys in real life. Maybe if there's a convention one day, it'll be my first ever convention for like gaming. It'll be very interesting. Most people actually think that I'm a solid gamer. I'm actually not I'm not your typical gamer. I'm more of a casual gamer, and I've actually only I've never really got into the game like this, like Rise of Kingdoms is. The most games that I played was Dota 2. But Rise of Kingdoms is a different type of beast. It's a wonderful beast. It's a wonderful game, and really got me hooked up into this game. And what really got me here is not just the game itself, not because the game is so unique, but it's really the community. That's what Rise of Kingdoms to me is. The community is awesome because you are awesome, and you can take my sword now. And moving forward, my goal is to create more and more contents for everyone. Not just Rise of Kingdoms, but as well as other games and as well as entertainment. So I know some of you guys have enjoyed some of our little skits in here with our sword, with Big Willie and the other guys that I'm impersonating. What I do is not easy. It takes a lot of time and edit and a lot of courage to put myself out there. Being a Rise of Kingdoms YouTuber, a content creator, is one of the most difficult things I have ever done in my career, in my life. Because doing this, I'm putting myself out there, and it's not an easy thing. But I've got a lot of you guys supporting us, and without you guys, I don't think I can do it. Thank you for all those people who have messaged me on my downtimes, on the times that I'm not feeling the best, and the times where I am just down. I appreciate for all those guys and girls who have sent me positive messages and encouraged me to keep doing what I do. I want to say thank you to all rockers in here, and hopefully you guys can continue to support us. Thanks, rockers. Goodbye. See you guys.